Yes.
Good.
Hello, and welcome to Phoenix Rising. We have a very special show for you today with a very dear friend of mine, Joe Giaquinto, paranormal investigator, psychic, medium, character, and a very dear friend. We have a live audience with us today, and today this is not going to be a call-in show. This is going to be a pre-recorded show for you. When we do shows with the Ouija board, we create sacred space with every show, but especially when we're going to do a show actively asking the spirit world to come in and give us messages. And when we create the sacred space, we ask that we all be held in the highest of the light and that the guardian angels and spirit guides are with us and protect not only just the studio, but the entire building. And that the messages that are to come in come from the highest sources, come from a golden heart, come with high intention, with love, compassion, and information that someone who will be watching this at a future time, or maybe someone here in the audience, or even Joe or myself, can benefit from in this present lifetime. And we've had amazing success with the 2 prior Ouija board shows that we've done. And we've really had success with every show we've done, with whether they've been call-in, when you did the EVPs and the photography. I love having you on because you really inform people and you take the fear out of things.
Thank you.
When we were got here to LTV earlier, Joe was telling me just now, someone was visiting from a previous show, and when she heard that we were going to do a Ouija board, she had, I guess, a little bit of fear crept up in there. And this is a woman that does readings, psychic readings. And to me, that's sad because we're all ignorant to certain things. So we open ourselves to education and learning about it rather than staying frightened. My first hearing of the Ouija board was when my stepchildren used it many years ago. And the information that came in, or the presence that came in, was so frightening that one of my stepdaughters jumped out. Thank goodness it was a 1-level house. Jumped out the bedroom window. She was so frightened. But I'm going to introduce you now and let you explain the Ouija board and the communication source. So welcome, my dear guest, Joe Giaquinto.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, as always, Phoenix, thanks for inviting me to the show.
Love having you.
And thank you to our audience for joining us today.
And taking this drive out here.
That's
yes.
right. And Iris, again, will be our scribe. She'll be writing down the words and the letters and numbers as they come through the board.
Right.
So what would you like to know about Ouija boards?
Would you explain to the people that would be watching this and those in the audience that know nothing about the Ouija board why it's okay not to be frightened of it or nervous about it, and how to prepare for it?
Sure.
Like with
well,
any...
Well, first, let me say, as you hear on many shows, do not try this at home alone. I use a Ouija board as many other divination devices. And a divination device means that you are, well, think of it as, it could be analogous to having training wheels on a bicycle. It doesn't have to be. Some people stay with the training wheels. Some people like to ride a 3-wheel bicycle. But the training wheels sort of give you a little extra edge to stay from falling down, or make sure that you stay in a straight line and the bike doesn't tip over. So we start with training wheels with a tricycle when we're young. Then we graduate to a 2-wheeler bicycle. We get our balance down and we go faster. We get a bigger bike. We use a 10-speed bike. So the Ouija board, think of it as a way to get mediumship information, intelligent communication, without having to do it all mentally with the telepathy. It's just another way for spirits to use our psychic energy to push it into this inanimate object, this board, and to balance your hand and my hand on the marker as it moves around the board, so that they can influence us to push the marker around and spell out words and numbers.
Right. Also, a friend had told me this so many years ago. She was a reader. She was a very gentle, very lovely lady back in Freeport in Nassau County. And she, if I remember correctly, used cards. She could use a regular deck. My mother was gifted and used a regular deck of cards, could read you with a regular deck. And that wasn't always so good being her daughter. So this woman's name was Mercy. And she said having a tool takes it this way you're not staring at the client. It makes it easier for the client when you use a
I
tool,
understand
you know,
that,
to
yes.
kind of soften that whole thing rather than the intensity of you just focusing, you know, as the facilitator as
It's
to
true.
what's coming through.
When I do mediumship, when I have a sitter, which is the person that you're reading for,
Yeah.
I often look away from them because I want to see something visual, clairvoyant,
Yeah.
so that I'm not staring at the person, because that can be distracting. And also, you can get nonverbal cues from the person. So if I say, I have an old woman with gray hair, and I see the client getting all excited, and, oh, that's my grandmother, that's my grandmother, then I could easily cheat. And I could say, well, your grandmother's here, and she loves you very much. Thanks for coming.
Right.
Pay at the door, you know? So the idea is to validate evidence and to tell your client what you're getting, not ask the client what you should get.
Right. You have a checklist that you use.
Yeah, I have cheat sheets. Yeah, I wrote.
Yeah.
And when I say cheat sheets, they're not, I don't cheat. I never cheat. In fact, ethically, I have in my cheat sheet, my golden rule is never make something up, ever.
Right.
Never fudge anything. If I don't get something, I'll tell the client I'm just not connecting. Or I'll try a different technique. Or I'll say, let's try it tomorrow at the same time.
Right.
But my cheat sheet's is basically my notes of what to do to process a proper reading. What things do you have to cover? For example, the sitter preparation. Preparing the client, the person you're going to read for, mentally to act the right way during the reading. Don't block, because if they're blocked and skeptical and their arms are folded or crossed, the spirits aren't going to talk to them because they figure whatever they tell me.
You're so closed up.
Well, you're closed up, which blocks the energy. But also, if you're a spirit and you're going to talk through me, and the person is very negative, very skeptical, they're not going to believe what I say anyway. So the spirits say, why should I bother using Joe as a channeling device? Because
It takes Joe's energy and their energy.
well, it's not just the energy, it's the fact that the client won't believe what I'm telling them.
Okay.
So the spirit's going to say, why waste my time?
Okay.
My loved one that's still in the flesh here, she doesn't believe this, so I'm not going to talk to her. Because they're still people. But besides that, I have things in my list of things, and which we'll use today at the Ouija board session. Things, for example, prepping the client, what answers should they give? Don't blurt out that you want your grandmother to come through. Don't blurt out that your husband just passed.
Right.
Just say, when I ask you a question, I'm feeling a person, or I'm describing a person, or I'm getting a name or something, just say yes, no, I don't know, or I'm not sure. That way, I maintain control of the session. Now, those are my cheat notes, that basically to help me do an effective reading. I always do it the same way every time.
Right.
So the
You have the
results
continuity.
the continuity. Now, when you do a Ouija board, you use a divination device. There are some additional rules, of course. One is, as I said earlier, don't try this at home alone. I don't recommend using the Ouija board.
No.
Because there's nothing wrong with the board. It's just a piece of cardboard with some writing on it and a plastic marker that you move around. The problem with the board is that most of the people that have been introduced to using it versus tarot cards or tea leaves or EVP recorder for ghost hunters or a ghost meter or something, the problem with the Ouija board is it has a bad rap.
Sure does.
And so when you inject your own fear into this, and in your mind, your self-talk is, don't hurt me, don't hurt my family, I don't want you to linger in my house, I don't want you to do something scary to my family. You've got all this fear going.
You're conjuring at that
You're
point.
conjuring up negative energy and negative people to come in. Plus, most people use the Ouija board when they're teenagers, and they want things to happen to get excited about. Maybe they want to wreak havoc on their friends who don't believe it. So, bad thing, don't use it. We do it here as just an instructional tool, so you can actually see how the information comes through the board, through the mediums that we're sitting here.
And it's fascinating. When we did the first show here, it was the first time I had ever touched a Ouija board, and the transom this is, right?
Planchet or marker.
Okay, planchet. Okay, so my hands are on here, and even though I know Joe and I trust him, I was still watching and feeling to see if he was pushing it anywhere. I was watching him like a little hawk, and he wasn't. And I was like a little kid, and and those that were here before will know, I got so excited because it started to feel like there was a motor moving under my fingers.
There's a little vibration going on.
It was, and then it basically was taking off. And
Right.
and Joe and I went along for the ride. And it came
that's
out
what
with
happens. That's
fascinating
right.
things about Iris had a guardian here from a past life. I had a guardian here that saved my life in a past life, that I had this past life experience, but no one here knew about it. And I knew I jumped into a river in Tours, France, and the man that saved my life came through to let me know that I lived through that experience. So, I mean, there's so many things that can happen in this session. Things for people in the audience, things for people maybe out at the,
Right.
directing booth.
And I want to talk about the physical way that the Ouija board works for our audience, the people watching the show. We are pushing the marker. So what people always say, the one thing, see, I'm big in dispelling myths and getting the stuff out of the way that people are going to concern about. Because if you deal with an objection to someone using a particular method like mediumship or
Right.
psychic or divination, just get that out of the way. Because so people always say, "Are you pushing it?" Right? Yes, we are pushing it, but the way we're pushing it is not, I want to spell the letter A, so I'm
No.
going to push it towards the letter A. What happens is the fingers lightly rest on it. What happens is the energy goes back and forth, so there's a balance, all right? And when we let it pull us, it's like a cushion air. It's like turning a vacuum on and feeling the air being sucked, like you put your, don't
You're
do this,
right,
but put it
yeah.
against your hand, you'll feel the vacuum sucking the air. It creates like a suction here. And that's what this does. You'll actually, if you were doing this, you'd actually feel a little bit.
You go for the ride.
You go for the ride, and it sucks you back. But we are holding it, we are pushing it, but we're letting them
They guide us.
make the guide, just that slight push that is not us pushing it. So it's a balancing thing. We are obviously holding it.
Yeah.
So, and you can tell when someone's pushing it, because if somebody takes their fingers off it and it goes flying across, then you know the other guy is actually pushing it. So
Yeah.
you got to do this with the right person. You have to have a person that is not skeptical, that buys into it, and you also have to have a person that isn't going to push it, that isn't going to
Right.
manually try to make it do something, which is what I like it when you get stuff that either of us would have in our own lives knowledge of, because then it's coming from somewhere else.
Yeah.
I also just want to talk about Ouija boards and physical phenomena, if I could, for a second.
Please.
Phoenix, you mentioned the audience may experience things here. And
As they did last
As
time.
they did last time we did
Yeah.
the show. The thing with a Ouija board is it does direct psychic phenomena, which can be physical in form. Mental telepathy, in other words, me picking up on someone past, that's different. Physical phenomena, when you use divination devices like this, they often manifest physical activity in the room. The lights may flash. You may see flashing on the camera.
Right.
Things may fly off the table. The energy can get pretty heavy.
Last time, like how it took control of my hand.
Yeah, your hand was flipping around
and
there.
and you could tell it wasn't me
No,
playing.
it's sort of like energy
Yeah.
jumping off the table. So
Yeah.
that may happen. So you guys on camera, keep an eye open for anything strange going on with the camera
If
equipment.
your sneakers get untied.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. If,
Well,
if
there was
If
someone-
I start levitating off the chair, though, definitely let's stop it. And
So I guess we're ready to
I
begin.
guess we're ready to begin.
Let's begin, my dear.
Okay, so the board, I don't know if the camera can see the board. It has yes, no. It has all the letters of the alphabet.
You know what? Let me hold it up in front of me, and
well,
they'll
it's
put the
taped.
camera
We
on
got
me.
it taped
Oh, we
down.
can't. Okay.
But it's
But
got
we-
all the letters of the alphabet. It's got the numbers 1 to 0, or 1 to 9, and 0 for 10. And then it's got goodbye, which means the session ends,
Has day and night.
day and night. But
Male and female, yes.
yeah, and basically the planchette moves over the letters and spells the letters. Iris is going to take the notes, and I'll call out the letters as we go.
Please do.
Okay. Now, what happened the last time we did this? I think when we did this at the other location.
Yes, we did our first one here. Second one was
Second
through
one,
Riverhead, and
Riverhead.
we're here three.
And what happened was I started hearing the answers to the questions before we drew it out. So the Ouija board actually was too slow for us. So,
Well, I don't know,
all right, here we go.
Okay. All right, so everybody think
Here it
beautiful
goes already.
thoughts. Yeah. Think beautiful thoughts. Beautiful messages.
Hello,
Hello.
yes.
Are you warming up?
Oh, don't ask questions yet. They
Okay.
tell us to wait. They're feeling the board.
Okay. See, I'm very nosy.
We took some,
It's very busy today.
yeah,
feels
it
like.
is, starting right away. We took some, what do you call it, some pledge or something? Well, not pledge, what was it?
We
Dusting.
wiped. You
Yeah, what was
wiped off
that?
the board,
Furniture
so this.
polish.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to make the board smooth.
Yeah. Which
didn't
is
say
not
that.
cheating. It was just. It's very damp today,
It is.
and you might be watching on a dry winter day, so you wouldn't know that. And it's interesting because it warms up in a very similar way each time.
Yeah, what it does, it basically moves around the board to see where all the letters are. And then sometimes we'll even start spelling the letters
Oh.
one at a time, A through Z.
The
But now
energy coming from it is different. There's heat coming up.
I'm feeling the heat coming up
in
through my
f-
fingers.
It's basically coming up through my ring finger on my right hand is getting burning
Yeah, it is.
hot.
My fingers are getting hot.
This is a very different sensation.
Very different. And during the event, different spirits will come in and out. So it may change character as we go. It's not always
we're
going to feel the
spelling.
same. We are spelling?
We're spelling
All right, let me-
E-R.
All right, E-R?
I.
E-R-I.
Oh, my God.
Who is it?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I see.
Who?
I didn't tell you this before you got here today. It just spelled Eric, correct?
And who's Eric?
Eric is my cousin that passed
Recently?
48 hours ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know, you had no idea.
I had no idea.
And I had said to them, don't let Joe know. I didn't want anything to color you. How are you, sweetheart?
Fine. F for
Oh.
fine. Spirits, yeah, F-I. Okay, we got it. And I'll spell the rest of the word, and we can move quicker with the board. Is that
Yeah,
all right?
so
He
'cause I'll
says
cry.
F-I, fine. We're going to use shorthand, sort of like smileys on Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
You want to ask him. He wants, he's elated. E for elated. E. He wants to say he's elated. There's the L.
Okay.
He wants to say he's happy that you're talking to him.
I am so happy that you showed up. You have,
Did he die young?
yes,
In his 30s?
50s.
Oh, what's the 30 about? 30.
30s.
TH. Yeah, what's the 30s?
He was with my cousin Senna for 30 years.
30s? Oh, he was. Did he die while he was at that?
Well, he was in the hospital for 3 months.
Okay, so it could be 3 months or 30. Yeah,
Yeah.
3. There's the E.
You writing this all down, my Iris?
Yep.
L, LM. What's that? LM.
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 I-
LMS.
That's a cigarette, LMS. Wasn't that a cigarette?
Did he smoke?
Not when I knew him.
No. Something else. LMS, unless it's EMS. Did he have a, did he go quickly? Just yes or no?
I think it was yes. Yes, it was. It was maybe
That-
that's the initial of the medications they gave him that affected him.
No, I think EMS. EMS. Did he go to the hospital in ambulance?
Yes,
He did. So he wasn't interned
in April.
Okay.
He was in the hospital since April.
Oh, okay. Did he have an attack or something? Just a yes or no?
I don't believe it was an attack of any kind. He was not doing well.
Well, did he go from a heart? I want to know.
Yes, he had a heart transplant in January.
Oh, okay. That's good the H was. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because he told me about the heart.
Can I ask him a question? Eric,
Wait, the heart
Okay.
transplant, wants to talk about that.
I want to talk about it too.
All right, but did it not last? Is that what happened?
I believe, and he could answer me, did the heart that they gave you in January have a virus, and is that what affected your passing on this Monday?
MY, here comes the Y. Where is the Y? No, it's not MY. MY, myocardial fibrillation, something, myocardial. What's that? Yeah, do you know
Myocarditis.
what is that?
I have no idea.
Unless that's
It's an inflammation. It's a viral infection.
of the heart.
Yeah, he just told me that.
S,
Huh.
U, Yeah, I think he said, would it be in his nature to say that really sucks?
Yes, he would, yeah.
Because he spelled S-U-C. I thought it was going to
Yeah,
be a K.
yeah, he would have said
There's
that.
the K.
Yeah.
S-U-C-K.
Yes, yeah.
So
Really
he was not
sucks.
happy about this failure of the...
No, because nobody was standing up and being his champion. And I'm not a biological cousin, so I couldn't get as much done as I
He
wanted.
says R for right. There's the I coming.
No more pain.
No more pain. No, N
No,
for no.
no, good.
N-O. There's the O. He loves you.
I love him too.
M,
And is there anything you want me to do or messages to give?
yeah, that's what the M was for, messages. There's the S. MS. See, MSG, see?
Oh, that's
That's
right.
a shorthand for messages.
Yeah.
Or Chinese food. You got to have fun when you do this.
Yes, you do. Oh my
If
goodness.
you have fear or you're afraid of failing, it's not going to work at all.
Nah.
That's why I think sometimes the Ouija board is so effective with people that get scared out of the wits, because that energy keys you
it's
in.
immediate.
It's a psychic energy there.
It's
You know,
immediate.
energy that is really makes the board go.
Just circling around here.
G. Somebody else is here. Oh, GH. Oh, ghost. Has he haunted you?
Eric?
Yeah.
No, he only passed Wednesday around
Doesn't
Monday
matter.
around 3.
G-O-S-T. Yeah, ghost.
Are you going to hang out for a while, or are you
I
going?
think he's going to linger with somebody.
Okay, maybe. Are you going to stay with Senna or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Will she be aware of your being with her?
G. E. G-E. G-E. G. Maybe G. G.
I don't.
Who's Senna? Who's that?
Senna is my biological cousin, his significant other.
They're queuing up. There's a line of people now. Who's
I'm
the
getting
man?
guest.
What?
I'm getting for him guest.
Guest.
Yeah, so he's going to be a guest in the home. He'll
Guest
know.
in the
And
room.
Senna's-
Yeah, G. There
She'll
goes. Guest. Got it. Guest. She's right.
Going to
There's
be a
gue-
guest at Senna's home
No, no, no,
or
no.
guest here?
No, there's guests. There's people queuing up in the room.
Oh, how
There's
funny.
others.
Okay.
There's a man with a cigar, by the way, gruff looking, someone with a tweed brown jacket, someone like you'd see, sort of like a bookie at a racetrack or something.
All right.
Anybody know who
Have
that
him
is?
spell his name.
Yeah, all right. Let's see. He's impatient. That's why the board is going around in circles.
Okay, cigar man.
Oh, wait, you want to say, can I give you Eric's love?
Yes, please give me his love. And Eric, I love you.
I heard a voice.
And I'll always be listening for you. I'm going to do a reading at your funeral on Monday.
H. M.
Him.
P. Hemp. Not sure what that is.
H-M-P.
Could be a short form of a word. Hemp.
Or maybe it's initials of where.
HMP. Hamptons. T.
Well, I'm in the Hamptons. He was
Right.
Jersey, yeah.
Is he going to visit you in the Hamptons?
Maybe.
I think that was Hamptons.
Okay.
All right.
Is Paul going to come to your service?
B. Did he like Paul?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
They grew up together.
L. Blue. Is Paul blue?
No, Paul is black.
No, I don't mean. No, I don't mean race.
Emotionally?
Yes.
He's going to be very blue. I mailed him a card
Yeah,
today to
blue.
tell him.
He's
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was more about his state of mind or emotional.
I thought that was very cute. Is he blue? No, he's black.
That's good. That's good.
He's not blue black. He's brown,
V,
chocolate brown.
He said V. I think he's going to spell very funny.
I think
Very
something
funny.
else is happening with the V too.
Okay. V.
It went back to V.
It's going towards the O. VO. L.
No, it's an I.
OI. VOI. I'm sorry. VOI. Voice. Voice.
Yes, Joe hears your voice.
Yeah, voice. Okay. Voice, yeah.
I will listen for you.
VOIC.
Send me signs.
He asked what. Was that you? That was the audience. That wasn't a banging.
No.
They're not coming through the roof yet.
No.
I think that's preposition I.
Yeah.
Or I, no, what a pronoun? I. S, this is the second word.
Yeah.
Y. S-Y.
I-S.
Maybe it means C. I see letter U. I see you,
I
short
see
for
you.
you.
Okay.
I see you. I see you.
To me, that means they see your heart.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I see you. T-U. I see you too.
I see you too.
Right.
I love you. Be in the light,
G.
honey.
G. G. I think he was going to spell great. G-R-T. Yeah, it's great. Is that how he talks, though? Would
Yeah,
he say
he's a
great?
character, yeah,
Does
he
he
would.
Does he like to use like, wow, that's great? Is that how
Yeah,
he would talk?
And yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, sweetheart.
He's finishing with F-I, fine.
Okay.
So that's how he
Good.
started the session.
All right.
F-I,
Bless
fine.
you, honey.
Oh, F-I finished.
Yeah.
F-I finish. Finn.
Finn.
Is he, is he Swedish?
No.
Is he Denmark or Norway? Is he from that part of the world? Not him. I mean his family. Huh. What is he?
African American.
Eric.
Eric. I know. Odd name for an African American fellow.
Oh, something there. Something there.
Okay. You never
Something-
know.
maybe it's someone
back
else.
back in the history, you never know who was with who.
I don't know. Maybe he had an. Was he married?
Yes.
Okay.
He was married before he met my cousin. There go the veins on my hands, guys.
Your hand going to start dancing?
Oh, God, I hope not so soon. We
All right,
still have
I
like a
think-
half hour.
No, I don't know. There's something. Maybe someone's from that part of the world.
It's possible.
Okay. S-P-O. S. Spain. Maybe Felina. I don't know.
That's for you.
S-W.
Sweden.
S-W.
And you notice, even if we get an itch, we can't take our
E.
hands off.
Right. E. D.
Sweden.
Sweden, right? Yeah. So some.
That
we
was
have-
coming into you before we
Right.
started the
They
board.
They're queuing up. So we have someone from Sweden here. Hans.
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 Are you here for someone in the audience?
No.
No. Okay.
Just visiting.
Okay. Hi, Hans. That tickles Iris Kim so much each time that happens.
S-T-O-O. You're in trouble. S-T-O-P.
Stop.
Stop laughing.
Okay.
No,
Hans.
it's okay.
Yeah,
it's
he's
fine.
No
messing.
sense of humor.
He's messing with you.
Yeah. Hans, could you show us what year you lived in?
Hans is someone that visited me on a Ouija board about 20 years ago.
Really?
30 years ago. Yeah,
He's a
in
character.
Brooklyn. Yeah, I remember Hans. So he's going to spell my name J. Hold on a second.
It didn't want to stop.
I know. J-O-E.
Joe.
Hi, Hans.
Hi.
I remember Hans.
He's saying yes, right?
Yeah, X. S. XS. S. X. Sex? I don't know.
Is that why he hasn't been around for 20 years on the
I
other
guess he's
side?
been
huh?
busy, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just checking the board. He's just checking the letters.
Yeah.
No, he's spelling something. X. S. X.
He's sending very funny energy up my right hand.
Is he? XS. I'm not sure what that means.
Well, if you did it in writing, X's are kisses, right?
Yes, X's are kisses. X's and O's are kisses.
Oh, thank you, guys. See?
We see
Oh,
and
we got it. X and that's a kisses. Thank you, Hans. Thank you. G.
Is he
G.
going to say good?
Yeah, good. You got it. That's
Yeah.
right. Good. Thank you, Hans. I have to scratch my left ear again. He's playing with my ear.
Yes, he is.
Once. Okay.
I want
E-
to remind the audience to please breathe.
How about me breathing? I've stopped
Yeah.
breathing about 20 minutes ago. E, F, G, someone else is here.
Yeah.
H, I, J, K. And I thought when
they're
I got out
checking
of
it out.
school, I wouldn't have to do the alphabet anymore.
No,
M.
they're going to slide us all
Oh,
around. Here
yeah.
we go. Whoa.
N.
I wish you could all feel what this
P.
feels like. It is so cool.
Yeah, I like it when they jerk it from letter to letter.
Yeah.
It's like a little jiggle. It's like when you go fishing and you get that first
Yeah.
nibble on the bait.
It really is very cool. It's almost like they try to play with you and knock your fingers off.
Yeah, it's much more pleasant than falling off a horse, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I think they have the board now.
Yep.
Steve.
I think so.
S-T.
Is it Steve or Stefan? Are you with a
V.
V or a P? A V.
V.
Okay.
Steve. S-T-E-V-E.
Hello, Steve.
Hi, Steve. H.
Hi.
Yeah, H. Hello.
Do you have a message for us, or are you just visiting?
G. He circled that letter.
Yeah.
H. G-H.
And he does like to circle the letters.
He does. That's a different type
Yeah,
of
very different energy. Very old, like Gothic England
Gothic,
kind of
yeah.
thing.
G-H.
He's probably here for Iris.
I stay on the
GH
H.
is Gothic, would be like two of the letters in Gothic. No.
Not really, no, but not sure. He's staying on H. Oh, he's telling us H is the first letter.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Is H the first letter? I'm hearing him now. He said yes.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, H. Okay, start with H. Go ahead, you call him out, Phoenix.
H-I.
H-I.
H-I-M, him.
Him. I'm him, I guess. Huh?
Him, we're going to an O.
O.
You, O-U.
O-U.
Him, O-U.
Him.
Out.
Out.
Him out.
Him out. So,
So
maybe
that
he's
means
saying
that-
he's out.
Or the visitor before him.
He's out. Oh,
He's
him
out.
out, right.
Him
Which
out.
would have been, who was that? Hans.
Hans, your buddy.
Hans is out. Got it.
So, well,
Okay, H.
welcome, Steve.
Did you hear that?
His energy is much quieter. There's a different energy moving through my right hand, but he's making my hand swell. Look at it.
Yeah, he's going all over the place. They want the audience to ask a question. Can they
Okay.
do that?
Pat, do you have a question? Yes, no? Somebody there does have a question. Okay.
It's very active now.
Somebody has a question. Who has a question?
Steve?
Of Steve.
Did anybody, by the way, does anyone know a Steve who passed recently, within the last couple of months, in the group? I'm getting a sense of a father who passed recently. Anyone have a father passed recently in a group? No?
No.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right, we're not sure. We can't validate who he
Yeah.
is then.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
W.
Mm-hmm.
We. W-E. We. M.
Is he going to say where we met?
Oh, no. Oh, no, I thought M-O.
We move.
We.
We.
Yeah, could
We.
Mo. Could be we.
No.
We. Mo. We. Maybe it's we more. We know more. We. It's circling around the W.
Yeah.
All right, he's starting us again. W.
Okay. And he stopped. He's coming to me. Easy, buddy.
No.
No.
We know. We know.
Oh, okay.
We know.
Thank-
He was trying to spell we know.
Okay.
We know. What do you know? We know you. Letter U for you. Y-O-U.
Okay.
We know you. There's the Y. Yeah. We know you. I think he's going to use R. We know you are M, medium. We know you
Okay.
are medium. I'm getting a chill on my back now.
Mm-hmm.
G.
G.
U.
Gum?
Gum. G-U-M.
You chewing gum, Joe?
No, I know what it's saying.
What is it?
P. T. Oh, I know what they're saying.
You getting it, Iris?
We know your gumption.
Oh, okay.
They were reacting to my comments before about being honest about everything. And
All right.
U, T, so it's you, meaning you, me. U, T is the next word. U, T, M, S, T. I'm not sure what that is.
Maybe when we look back, we could put it together from Iris's notes. Does it look like anything when you write it together, Iris?
T, M, S, T. Temps, T, M,
Tempest.
F. He's going to try a different
Okay.
approach. I, F, I,
Does he want
R, E, E.
fire?
Fire.
Did you die in a fire? Yes.
Yes.
What year?
I know who this is.
Okay.
This is his Peter. Peter.
That's, oh my God.
fellow that
Remember
died
Peter? Yes.
He died in the fire
right.
saving Dennis. This is Dennis, one of the audience members,
Yeah.
brother, right?
No, he came after me.
Right.
Did he come to you?
Peter.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
Peter
sorry.
came after me in the fire.
Oh, in the fire
Yeah.
came to you. H? No, it's not H. It's I for Iris.
There he is.
Hi.
Your buddy came back for you, honey.
Yeah.
H. Now this is the next word. Y. H-Y. P. Hype. Hype.
What's the hype?
E.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I don't think it's the word hype. I think it's hyperventilate.
Okay. Which would
Hyper-
make sense
R and
with the
V.
fire.
Yeah, hyperventilate. P, V, ventilate. Hyperventilated.
I have to let go for a second.
Sure, go ahead.
I have to adjust myself and get my hands. Oh my goodness.
We're all getting all
Yeah,
itchy.
there's so much going through. All right, we're back.
Okay.
Thank you for waiting for us. What year was that fire?
Low year, 500 something.
It was.
500 AD.
Yep.
506.
506 AD was the fire, sweetie. What country? We know what country, but let's just see.
For England?
We know it was France.
No,
Well, the Crusaders went all over Europe.
I'm seeing England.
England?
Oh, maybe it is France. F. No, it's France. There's both, but I'm going to go with
There
France.
was stuff going on with that family in both countries.
G, I, yeah, guilt. What's that about guilt? Guilt, G-I-L-T. It's not
Yeah.
guilt, like not having.
It's the gold guilt.
The gold guilt, yeah. The guilt did the armor and everything.
Well, she wore armor. Remember the last time they came through and
She wore
one of
armor.
us saw that she was wearing
Armor.
that mesh.
The mesh, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Z. We don't get Z often. O.
C-O.
M. E. Zone.
Zome.
Could be zone.
Zome. Z-O-M-E. Could be a last name, too. Could be a place.
Could be. M. I think he's trying another word. M-O. V.
Move.
E. Move.
Did you move?
Move. Z.
He moved to Zome.
No, Z-E.
Move Z-E.
Z-E. M.
Moves him.
Zem. Zem. Move. Zem. Give me the word telepathically.
Isn't Zimbabwe kind of spelled like that?
Zimbabwe?
Yeah, in Africa?
No, not getting that sense. G. He's circling again.
Yeah.
G. Okay, we got G.
He doesn't want to let go of that.
No.
Okay, Stephen, let's try another letter,
No,
dear.
it's not Stephen.
Oh, it's
someone
not
else.
someone. Is it Peter? They're
No,
coming
he's-
and going very quickly.
Yeah, coming and going. No, it's not Peter. Peter left already.
Okay. You notice the shift
Yes.
in how this is moving now?
Yeah,
It was, yeah.
it's going very methodically.
Yeah.
It's going, oh, it's someone new.
It's like loop-de-looping now.
Well, they're going through one letter at a time. It's someone new. They haven't used the board yet. With L, M.
no,
going
but they've
back-
done this before.
Back to A.
Yeah, they have done this before.
Yeah, they have, yes. Z, okay, that was, so they were just experimenting with the
Okay.
letters. Yes, okay, they've done
Okay.
this before. U, G, R, T. You great. They're complimenting you.
You're pretty
you're
great, too.
great.
You're great, too.
T, H. I think they want to say thank you. Okay. Did you hear that? Was that any of you in the audience?
Saying thank you.
Did you hear that man's voice? Say thank you?
No, they were looking at you like you're crazy.
Okay. Was that you? F? F U. No. It's not a curse. F U.
But I had to go there,
No,
you know,
yeah.
fun.
F U N.
He's having
funny,
fun.
funny. No, funny, funny. He said funny. I heard you. Yeah. W. We. We.
Yeah.
We are. Letter R.
We are
M.
mem.
I think I know what this is. M-O.
We are,
Monks.
oh,
Monks. K.
yep, there it is. We are monks.
Monks. S. Y.
Y-E-N.
Oh, Y. The letter Y. It's not the letter Y. It's Y. He's asking a question. C-H. There's
Okay.
that. Y. Okay, they're going to ask a question. Y. Y. W. So Y is W-H-Y. Okay, got it. We got it, guys. What do you want to ask? Why what? Why
Why
D.
do.
Do. Right. Why do. M.
M-E.
E. Men.
M-N.
Men. Why do men? T for take. What do you think?
T.
Why do men take
Yep.
you?
Why do men take you?
Why do men take you? K. Why do men take you crazy? R. Why do men take you for crazy? Why do men take
You.
R. Why do men take
Why do men take you?
you?
Z.
Why do men take you Z? No, I think
not getting it.
crazy. Crazy.
Why do men take you crazy?
Right.
Or why do men take you for crazy?
For crazy. I think they're talking about,
Probably because we're different.
yeah, G. They're over the G again.
Okay.
Maybe that's G for good.
Okay.
There's,
Or got
there's-
G for got
G-
it, understood.
Understood. Got it. Right.
Okay.
Okay, we got it. I don't know why. We got to answer that question.
Yeah, everyone is different.
Everyone's at a different stage in their life. I got to scratch.
Yeah. And not all men do that. Some men are very good.
Like Galileo. They thought he was crazy.
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus. Who else?
Crazy's not always a bad thing.
Crazy sometimes is crazy until you're not. They prove you're not crazy. The circle's
It's
getting
your
bigger.
it's your perspective. This is
It's
really
strange.
so
I hope
different
the camera
this
can
time.
see that, yeah. It's going around a circle, almost like
Yes.
a dance.
Yep. They are really playing with us this
They
time.
are. H?
Is it happy?
Yeah, I think is an A.
Yeah.
A. Happy?
Oopsie. Is that song?
Ham, H-A-M,
No, no ham here.
H-A-M. Yeah, I think it's happy, because he did a
Okay.
Y, happy,
Yeah.
hatty. I think it's a
And it
happy.
could have been us
Happy,
too. Yeah.
yeah.
Happy.
Happy.
And-
D. Okay, they're going to spell a lot faster now. M,
All right, get ready.
E, me, M-E.
Yeah, we have about 12 minutes.
All right. M-E, L, Mel, Melt, M-E-L-T, melt.
Melt.
H, melt hearts.
Ah.
Melt hearts. In other words,
Who melts hearts?
we do. That's what they want us to do, is
okay.
melt hearts.
Okay.
H, E, M,
They really are moving much faster
Yeah.
this time. Much smoother.
Hemi, happy. I think that's supposed to be happy.
Okay.
Hemi, happy. You want to ask him a question, Phoenix? They want you to ask a question.
Oh, they want me to ask a question. Let's see, of course we'll make it. Do the animal spirits come through?
That's really interesting, because I was going to tell you, they want to ask you if you have any questions about animal
Yes.
readings.
Do the animals come through the Ouija board at any time? Or how's this for a question? Should I make more use with Joe of the Ouija board with animals? Yeah, we know where that's going. I don't know.
No, I don't think
Not
so.
necessary.
Not necessary, and no.
No, it's not
No,
necessary.
because
It's
it's
not
going to creep.
necessary.
It's going to creep out your clients.
Okay, so am I on the right path with my animal communication? And
S-T,
maybe stop doubting myself.
stay, S-T-Y, stay.
Stay.
Stay, D, stay,
I thought it was
D-I, stay, so it's stay, S-T-A-Y, then D-I, stay. I think they're saying diligent, because I'm seeing
Okay.
the G, the L, and the I.
Yeah, they're going right
Stay
over those.
diligent. So
Okay, I will. I'll just
stay-
continue on
just
the path
keep doing
I'm on.
what you're doing, and just be tuned in, is what they're saying.
Okay.
S, W, Y or I.
Okay.
S, let's see.
S-W-Y.
Could be Y. Let's see. Are you trying to say Y?
Yeah,
they're asking
yeah.
why. Okay, why what? F, I, M,
M?
Fim, F-I-M,
Why?
Fims, Fimi, I'm not sure what that
Fims?
is. Try it again, spirits. F, I,
F-I.
find,
Find.
why, find out why, R, find out why, R-I,
All right. Did it stop enough at the M now?
no, find out why,
T.
R-I-T, find out why,
Rit.
Rit, not sure what that means.
No.
Might be why find written proof.
Truth?
Or proof. I feel
Written
like why
proof.
why
You
do
feel-
you need something finite? Like
Finite,
Yeah.
could be
Okay.
finite. Okay, good. So find out why, okay, maybe they
Just to have me find the message from each animal that's
Right.
speaking to me.
finitely. In other words, do one at a time, one
Okay.
message at a time, rather
Which
than
makes sense because I was talking about the
all
the
of them
crash
overwhelming
course.
you.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I wanted to tell you, Phoenix, is you have to pick You have to isolate which animal you want to talk to, even though they're all coming at you. You can only talk to one at a time.
Yeah, that was a surprise. It was
Yeah.
like they all wanted to line up and talk.
Right, so you got to really stay with one. Even if some of them don't get read, it's okay.
Okay.
You just choose. The one is strongest, and they can speak for others too. But
Yeah.
I think you're being overjoyed by this new ability you have.
And
but
it
you
was
have
very
to,
emotional
You have to get
because
practical.
it was a cry for
The
help.
G is good, by the way.
Oh, okay.
They're saying good.
Good. The validation is very important. Thank you.
Yeah, the G is for
Because
good.
I doubt
See,
it sometimes.
they knew that we're doing shortcuts with the board today, so
Yeah.
they're just saying G for good. That's why they kept circling.
All right.
Okay, R, Y, T, written,
Written.
right.
And all right,
RYT, right.
write the messages or finish writing
Yes,
my
no,
book?
right, that's what they want, G for good. Yeah,
Okay, write those messages
the M,
down.
They're doing the M now. Write your messages. In other words, do what I do. Use a legal pad.
And just keep
Write
writing.
your impressions as you're doing the reading with the animals.
Okay.
G for good. Say G. Good.
Okay.
Okay. All right, you want to thank them?
I want to thank you all that came today.
They say yes.
Yes, and I appreciate, Joe appreciates, and all the guests in the audience appreciate your being here, from Eric,
Q.
Steve, all of you.
Q-U. Question.
Yes.
They want to ask you a question.
Ask me the question. Ask me the question.
Are
you?
are you happy? Are you happy?
I'm happier now that I know Eric is okay. Yes, thank you.
VG. Very good.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Thank you very much. And all of you go back into the light, to the peace and the love that you've come from.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All
Let
right.
us know when you're ready to say goodbye. And there they go.
There they go.
And
off
they
the
just
board.
floated us right down
Oh,
there.
you feel the energy changing?
Yes.
Oh, I feel my back's getting cold. It's
Wow.
like there's like a suction, like they're all leaving.
I'm getting dizzy.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah. All right, so let's all take a nice deep breath.
Okay.
And in your mind, see them leaving.
They are walking away.
Yeah. And I have goosebumps all over.
Me too.
So what I see is beings, outlines of what I would consider human beings, some translucent, some not. And there's a barrier, what I could only use in our language as a gate, a very low gate that they come through. But there was a huge crowd on the other side of it. A huge crowd that was like cheering on the ones that were coming in and giving the messages.
Yeah, there were a lot of them that didn't get.
We could
to come in.
probably, if we could sit maybe more comfortably at another time, and we could probably do this for 2-3 hours and just keep getting messages
Yeah,
and
we
messages.
probably want to raise the board a little bit.
A little bit because
Get-
they're leaning over for
yeah,
us. But
yes.
yeah,
But and I think also having the scribe with us
having
here.
our Iris. So I'm going to let Iris get her thoughts together for a minute, but I want
Right.
to ask her for a little bit of her
Sure.
input or anything like that.
All right.
So you take a nice deep breath.
Sure.
Because, it does. It moves through you. And thank you very much for not having my hands dance uncontrollably today. So do you remember the show we did in Riverhead where the person who started the Ouija board came through? And I started to feel sensations here.
Yes.
And he died of esophageal cancer or something similar. And you validated that when I said, I'm feeling him, and I was feeling him in my chest and my throat, and it was a disgusting taste in my mouth, and it was awful. And he wanted us to let us know how he passed, and he used me for that.
Yeah,
That was wild.
Since we did that show, I've been using that ability. When I do a reading, I'll tell the spirits to touch the part of my body that caused them their death.
Yeah.
I've been using that with a pretty high success rate, maybe 8 out of 10, maybe 9 out of 10.
Yeah, it's
That
great. It's quite
I did a
amazing.
reading the other night, and I was able to tell them exactly. They had said to me, go lower, and then I felt it right here, and I think it was breast cancer.
Yeah.
But you can feel it. So,
Yeah.
again, with the Ouija board is, it's another way of having, as you said, focus, maybe not looking at the person sitting in front of us, it gives us another way to tune and focus our channeling.
And gather this information.
That's right.
And
And it's also entertaining.
it is.
Because, you know, when you're doing a reading, I mean, there is information, maybe an answer to a question, closure, something to help you give comfort during grieving. But there's also an entertainment value.
Oh, my gosh,
I mean,
yeah.
no doubt about it. People go for readings. Sometimes, I have a lot of people go to readings. They don't have any particular closure issues. No one recently passed. They don't have any lifestyle dilemmas they need solved. They just want to see how it works.
Just how does it work? And I
Yeah.
really was, it was, Eric, yes, was in my mind, but I felt he passed too soon.
Yeah, I didn't know about Eric.
No, to be present here. I mean, he passed at 3 o'clock on Monday. We are taping this show at 3 o'clock on Wednesday, 48 hours later. And that's usually
That's pretty accurate on the time.
fast. You know, it's 48 hours.
He must have had a really rich life with a very small amount of baggage to have to
Yeah.
look at
he,
and
he
analyze.
became very ill right after 9/11. He was a school teacher in Lower Manhattan, so he became ill right after that.
He said he'd been prepared for death when he got the heart transplant. He said he already resigned himself that he was ready to
On
go.
some level, he already
And that was
knew.
months ago.
Yeah, January was the transplant. Yeah. There were 2 hearts. The first one was on New Year's Eve, and that they
What
didn't even
happened in
try that.
March? Anything significant, which is to be month 3?
Well, he went into the hospital. I don't know if it was the end of March, beginning of April. I believe it was the beginning of April, but I could check with his sister and his kids
Let
about
me know,
what
because
happened
he's
in
showing
March.
me a 03, which looks kind of a calendar date entry.
A
so
03. I'll have to look.
And he
But
was
he
doing
said
a
he
lot
was
of
well-
threes during this as well. Kept
What'd
doing
you-
30 and 3 before.
A lot of
In the notes.
threes.
A lot of 3s.
All right, yeah, I'll take the notes and I'll type them up and send them to everybody, you know,
Okay.
and as we go through the days, you know, we can think about it. So we have about a minute left. Let me ask Iris, did you get any impressions also
Oh, yeah.
as you were scribing?
Oh, totally. It was really cool. I mean, most of the time I felt like we were all on the same level with everything. It was just a matter of who completed whose sentence first.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it was beautiful. I got a lot of good stuff.
Okay, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I want to thank everyone for driving out today in the summer crush traffic. And I want to thank you again, Joe, for being here.
Glad to be
It's
here.
always interesting, and thank you, all the spirits, and thank you, my precious cousin, for showing up. I'm sure you're very busy unpacking where you are now, but
Scott says hello, by the way.
yeah.
Is
Hi, honey.
Scott's your,
My honey,
your honey.
that passed, yeah.
Was he a big guy?
Yeah, he was tall, and
Muscular?
tomorrow, which will be July 18th, is the anniversary of my naming ceremony, and it was the day that he met everyone, and we're signing out now. And thank you, everyone, very much for being with us. Blessings to you all, and be in the light. Thanks, sweetie, so
Are
much.
we up here?
Just